What's up, everybody? This is Kirby D Trim, and I want to thank you for stopping by today. Stay here with me. I want you to share this video, tweet it, retweet it, repost it, invite a friend to watch. I'm here. I'm going to do a pop-up bass lesson today. It's going to be based on a hymn. All right. Black History is around the corner, so many of us are taking a look back at the impact and the influence that blacks have made in music, in our churches, around the world, in inventions and innovations, and just the whole thing about black history. So today I'm going to take some time and just share something with you, and invite a friend to join us here today. We're going to learn something today. I'm introducing a hymn to some, and probably it's to some of you it's going to be familiar, but it's a hymn called Baptized into the Body, and I'm going to teach you how to play the bass on that hymn. It's written by Bishop Garfield Thomas Haywood. Bishop Haywood, he was an influential man, and God really used him. He was a cartoonist, he was a songwriter, he was a tireless defender of the faith. So today, share this video, invite your friends to watch, and if you know any young persons that are interested in learning how to play the bass, man, tell them to come watch this right now. I'm going to show them how to play this hymn, Baptized into the Body. And while we're getting others a chance to join us here today, you might be familiar with some of the hymns that Bishop Haywood wrote. For instance, I See a Crimson Stream of Blood. He also wrote Thank God for the Blood. Coming as a Thief in the Night. And interestingly enough, in the Sing Unto the Lord hymnal, a lot of his hymns are in this hymnal, and they are like in the center of the book. This hymnal has about 401 hymns, and his hymns are around page 200, which is Coming as a Thief in the Night, you know, and 208, Baptized into the Body. So we're going to study that for a little bit today. I'm going to play the bass, and I'm also going to be giving away some free resources. And stay here with me. I'm going to show you exactly how you can get it for free. A free, F-R-E-E. Free. Okay, so stay here. I'm going to help you get those free resources, and you can help yourself or help somebody else learn to play the bass on this song. All right. Baptized into the Body. I learned this hymn just from sight reading. My mom introduced me to it, and I learned the melody from just sight reading on piano. But I noticed she would sing it a little bit differently than how it was scored. So I eventually embraced her way of doing it, and I just really liked it. So today we're going to do it. I'm going to play it for you, and then I'm going to break down how I play it. I'm going to show you my approach to playing Baptized into the Body. All right, so I'm playing with a track today. We're just going to play 2 verses, 2 choruses, and we're going to turn it around, and then I'll explain it. All right, get your friends to come join us today, man. Intro, 2, 3, 4. So baptized into the body. This is one of the easier ways of playing this song. I'm not doing some of the things that we can play. I'm taking an easier approach, and this is really to help somebody who can't play hymns just yet, or they're just learning how to play hymns playing the bass. So I want to show you how I did that here today. And I'm using just a few chords. I'm using C, D minor, F, G, and that's it. Just those, just about those chords. And in the verses, I'm leaving a little bit more space, leaving it a little bit more open, so the melody can just really shine and the words can get through. But when we get to the chorus, want to give it a little more something something. Give it a little more bounce, give it some more music. All right, so of course I'm using, in my fretting hand, I'm just setting up my home position kind of like around C, the 3rd fret of the A string, and so my index finger is playing the notes in the 2nd fret, middle finger in the 3rd fret, ring finger in the 4th, and pinky in the 5th fret. There are some times where I'm going to move over, like for instance when I play there's times that I do that. There's another time when I play those same set of notes, just an octave lower. And there's times when I'm going to play it like, right? It kind of just depends how I'm feeling at the moment. And we play it like that. So in the verses, of course, we just want to have a pattern that's just establishing the chord and just kind of moving with the chord, you know. So we have all right, so we're going from C, a whole bar of C to a whole bar of D minor. And when I say a bar of C, I'm talking about a measure of 4 beats for a C major chord progression, and then we move over to another measure of D minor. And the notes in the C major chord are C, E, and G. So that's C, E, and G. All right, or any combination. You can also use the open E, this G, and C. You can also use this C at the 5th fret. So it's just a way of, if you know your chords, you can use your notes in a way where you can really support the melody, support the song. Like I was saying, you know, in the verses, we want to do something a little bit more open, and then in the choruses, we're going to play a few more notes rhythmically. So as a bass player, it's important for you to know your chords as well, and know what the notes in the chords are. Sometimes people stop at just knowing, well, is it the 1, is it the 2, is it the 5? We want to actually know what the notes in the chord are. C major is the root, which is C, E, which is the 3rd of C, and G, which is the 5th in the C scale. So we need those notes to make a C major chord. So pretty much any arrangement or configuration of those 3 notes will work perfectly over a C major chord. In D minor, you're going to use the 2 of the C major scale, which is a D. You're going to use the 4 of the C major scale, which is an F, and the 6, which is an A. So any configuration of those notes will work for a D minor. In G major, you have G being the root, you have B being the 3rd of the G scale, and D being the 5th of the G scale. So those notes are important because, especially in this type of music, traditional, contemporary, or traditional black gospel, if you will, you know, an arrangement as simple as this, you want to be able to use those notes and use those chords to work along with it. So on the verse is a bar of C major, a bar of D minor, a bar of G major, and a bar of C. And you almost repeat the same thing again. C, D minor, except this time we're going to change it to a measure that has two chords in it. It's going to be F major and G major, and then a bar of C and G. So I can demonstrate that once more. We'll take it from, we're going to do that first verse again. Intro, 2, 3, 4. Have you been baptized into the body? Baptized with the Holy Ghost. There is but one way to enter in, just as they did on Pentecost. 3, are you in? All right, so let me explain that pass. There's a pass that I'm doing when we go from the C major chord to the D minor chord. So we're playing C and G, and then when I'm going to make the D minor chord, I play this E right here at the 2nd fret of the D string. All right, and it's a descending pass. So I'm playing the E to E flat, which is at the 1st fret of the D string, and then I'm going to reach back to play this D at the 5th fret of the A string. So it's, all right, that's your C major bass line, and then when we make the pass, it's going to be, all right, once more. So you're going to play, and then we could play this E here. When you play this E, you are connecting the C major chord. It's like there's almost an intersection between when that chord ends and the D minor beginning. So you play the E descending to D minor, and then you can play that D minor progression, play the bass line with a D and this A. D at the 5th fret of the A string, and then there's an A here at the 2nd fret of the G string. You can also play D and A right here at the 7th fret of the D string. Right? So D and A, D and A. And if we were looking at written music, it would be expressed exactly the same way. It doesn't matter if you played it here or you played it here, or if you played it here. Okay, that's down at the 10th and the 12th fret. All right, then when we go to the G major progression, I'm playing G, D, G, D. Right? G major chord is comprised of G, B, and D. All right, and we're back to the C. So when you leave the G progression, going back to the C, if you play the D, it almost just sets up the C major progression just effortlessly, and it's just like it's a note that's well placed. It's like it's just supposed to be there. It just feels like it should be there. All right, so that's pretty much how you handle that progression there. Coming out of the verse, we have a F major chord for 2 beats, and then we have a G major chord. Okay, so it's, all right, so that F is at the 3rd fret of the D string, and then I play a C after that, and then I play G at the 5th fret of the D string, and then D at the 5th fret of the A string. And then it just, if you play that D, it just lends itself, you know, sonically, like we're feeling like, okay, this progression is resolving, this chord is resolving, we're going back to the 1, you know. All right. And when we go to the chorus, are you in the church triumphant? Okay. There are times you can go to the D minor. I mean, that's what we did in the verse. But in the chorus, we're going to change the progression just a little bit in this arrangement. So, are you in the church triumphant? Right? So, see that pass? I played my C at the 3rd fret of the A string, and then E at the 2nd fret, and then F at the 3rd fret, and then G at the 5th fret. Okay? And all of that is happening while I'm alternating my plucking hand. Okay? So while I'm pulling the strings, all right, that's all happening right there. Repeat a measure of G, and then back to C. Go to G, and then F, and then G, and then C. So it's pretty easy. It's a very easy progression. It's probably one of the most elementary approaches to playing a song like this with a pattern like this. It's one of the easiest ways for somebody to begin playing the bass, playing this hymn, Baptized into the Body by Bishop G.T. Haywood. All right. So it's very simple. So if this has been very helpful for you, of course, you know, once you can always replay the video and take your time and learn it and share it with somebody, and it'll be a great help to you. So it's this really simple chord arrangement. In the hymnal, it's written, in the hymnal, it's scored in the key of G. But, you know, I just imagine if it would be very comfortable for me to sing it in the key of G. But when ladies might not be able to sing it comfortably there, especially when we get to the chorus. They would be really singing in the rafters. So I decided to do this lesson and this arrangement in the key of C. So it's maybe just a little bit higher for guys, but it kind of brings everybody on a more even plane, so everybody can sing the melody easily. All right. All right. So now I told you earlier that we're gonna have some free resources. So thank you for staying with me. All right. I'll be placing a link in the description here at the bottom of this video, and you will be able to get free resources to practice this song. So as you notice that we practiced it today, there were guide cues in there. There was somebody counting off, you know, verse 2, 3, 4, you know. There's a click track, there is a loop. You'll be able to get an MP3 with the bass. You'll be able to get an MP3 without the bass. So you can practice the bass along with the click track and the keyboards and the guide cues that are here and the guide melody. You'll be able to, you know, hook up with your drummer at church and practice it, and you'll be able to play the bass with that bassless track. All right, does that sound like fun? Does that sound like something that you can use? Man, if this is something that you can use, put some hearts up on the page. All right, let's see some love here, man. All right, share it with somebody. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link in the description, and then you're just gonna hit the link, go to that page, plug in your email, and we're gonna send you all of those resources at no cost to you. It's my treat to you. Okay, so let's make that happen today. Go ahead, plug your email in, and you're gonna get that free resource kit. It comes with the song lyrics. It comes with the two MP3 tracks, one with bass, one without bass. It also comes with the click track separately. So if you want to load that up in your Ableton rig, you can do that. Or if you want to just play the loop from your cell phone with the drums, you're welcome to do that as well. If you want to practice that in your praise team practice, I'm sending you a loop you can use All right, it's about 90 BPM, 90 beats per minute. And you can, right out of the email, you can just use it right away. Okay, so as we celebrate Black History, we look back and we remember a great man of God, Bishop G.T. Haywood. And this is based on a hymn, Baptized into the Body. All right, thank you so much for watching today. I'd love for you if you could just go ahead and share this video, repost it, share it with a friend, retweet it, you know, tell somebody about it. I'm sure it'll be a benefit, and remind them about the free resources that are available. Okay? Thank you all so much for watching. All right, this is Kirby D Trim. See ya.